Alright. Ohamu! Hello! Oh, we don't need these 3 cards. Okay, anyways, Ohamu, hello, welcome. So, I'm gonna actually straight up start getting these feel free to just start drawing your cards if you guys are interested. Hello, Kinsley, Calico, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Feli. Thank you. Hello, welcome. Hello, Anya, welcome. Ohamu, hope everyone had a good weekend. And if your weekend was doo-doo, I'm so sorry, but I hope it goes better. Alright, so, let's see, I'm gonna take out my journal again. For those who don't know, I do have Scrap and Yap with Feli tomorrow. Usually we have it on Mondays, but taking it easy, plus we might as well do a little replacer from our previous couch session, since I am personally going to be working on my Hi-Fi Rush OC during that time. I have not touched my journal in forever, so I need to do some updates with like, I finished Hi-Fi Rush today, or I started playing Photopia. That's on me. This is why. You're dying, you got home and it's 10 p.m. My goodness, that's crazy. Oh, okay, well hopefully you can chill out. So readings are already up now. Feel free to... I thought I deleted Prelica. I guess someone has a Prelica avatar. Okay. So feel free to draw your cards right now. The point of today is I am not doing any readings, general readings at all. I will be doing readings for you guys. Yeah. Ding time. So I'm actually gonna put these cards off to the side. These are not gonna be read. So yeah, you can just draw a card and then we just go straight into it. I could do a card reading for myself too, but I'm trying to see. So just to do a quick follow-up on what happened at the beginning of the month of our reading, we had a lot of cards that reconnected together with like how you're feeling about yourself and what you should change about those things. So a huge theme for March is that we should be less critical of ourselves, let go of pain, heal from it, forgive ourselves, maybe forgive others as well. The challenge for these themes is to implement those changes, finding out like how to like your true potential as a person, or maybe you're feeling like a lack of willpower to make those changes, so you gotta like work on it. And the advice for all of that is to remember to set boundaries, embrace your confidence, cultivate resilience within yourself. I wonder if that has been going well for a lot of people as of late. If not, well, you know, there's still half the month to go, so, and if that doesn't mean anything either, well, as I've mentioned before, tarot readings are, you know, just guidelines. Yeah, feel free to use channel points, go grab yourself a reading, should be available right now. I could do both. I could do a Kyoho reading and then I could do a general reading for you, Feli. That's so funny though. let's do a Kyoho reading first. Kyoho, my fat chud. It's a 3 of... let me write this down. Reverse 3 of Pentacles. Yo-ho. Life update. Let's put that on his life update. Got reverse 3 of Pentacles. Oh, Hamu. Hi, Virgil. You're finally here on time. Great. Yeah, we just started off here now. Don't worry, no rush. So for those, so this is like kind of new. This is a like community only reading, so you guys can get readings without getting the previous readings, but we can also reconnect with the previous readings that we've had previously as well. I hope that makes sense. I just kept saying previous. Yeah, so let's see. Last time what we got from for Kyoho was that he was getting bullied by the cafe. And he needs to work on it, you know. So the 3 of Pentacles means there's no connections, a lack of teamwork. He's not motivated. He's like has an ego, and there's competition for his job. Oh dear. So let me write this down. This is so funny. Lack of teamwork. Having an ego. Not motivated. And competitive. Alright. This is so cute. Alright. So, the 3 of Pentacles reverse means there's a lack of teamwork, and it shows that people are working against each other and undermining the project along the way. There seems to be too much competition between them, and each person tries to display their superiority. When you are in a team, it's good to ensure that you're trying as much as possible to inspire camaraderie. With this constant bickering, it is hard for the projects in the reverse 3 of Pentacles to come into completion. You may find that people are not listening to others and everyone's working for themselves. This difference in motives and ambition yields complication. It can be the first to reach, if you can be the first to reach out and give everyone a chance to be heard. Perhaps this project has a chance to move forward. I know Kyoho is the chef or the cook who eats other people's food in the cafe. It seems there's a lot of stress and frustration among the colleagues in the Comfy Cafe. He might be also avoiding to learn about his finances. Financial, like, situation. Like, maybe he's not getting raises because he's always eating the customer's food. Maybe he might even be fired from his job because of it. Who knows? So, when it comes to work, at least, well, when it comes to the Comfy Cafe, conflicts between colleagues and yourself may be creating stress and frustration. Kyoho is making stress and frustration for the Comfy Cafe. These people are meant to be your partners, Kyoho, and you're creating headaches for them instead of like helping them. Or maybe they're not helping you, who knows? There might be even a communication error, Kyoho. You gotta speak up. Are you truly challenging yourself, Kyoho? There might be a lack of effort or motivation to do your job. Alright. Alright, that's the Kyoho reading. Alright, now let's do an Feli general reading. Dude, Kyoho is so funny. Okay, Feli general. And we got... Ooh, the Chariot. A major arcana. Wait, you got a reading from one of the Star Brews at like over the weekend, right? I wonder what card you got. Alright, so you have to look back. No worries. Alright, so as a major arcana card, this is really good, and knowing how like focused you are with a lot of your projects that you're going on, this is the perfect card for like whatever you've been up to. So Chariot reading, our Chariot card, the reading of an upright Chariot card is success, ambition, having determination, self-discipline, having control and focus on your life. I'm gonna write some of this down. Alright, so the the Chariot Tarot card is all about overcoming challenges and gaining victory through maintaining the control of your surroundings. This perfect control and confidence allows the charioteer to emerge victorious in any situation. The use of strength and willpower are critical in ensuring that you overcome the obstacles that lie ahead in your path. Chariot's message comes to make you stronger as you strive to achieve your goals. The key message that the Chariot card brings to you is that you must maintain focus, confidence, and determination through a process that will be full of winding turns and detours. If you have a plan or a project that not seem to be sure about, the Chariot shows that you will pursue that plan with a structured and ordered approach. Your boldness will ensure that you achieve all that you should in this goal. The Chariot's quest for their goal, they may be display some behavior that's not seen within themselves before. There might be a bit of competition, a desire to succeed, and perhaps that brings out a more aggressive part of this person's personality. But aggression is a part of human nature, and the Chariot reminds you that it can also be used to help you take charge of a situation. Just remember to rein it in so it does not hinder your way forward. Well, yeah. It seems like you are doing like quite well, or like, you know, whatever is ahead of you, you have a clear understanding of what you're looking for. This could also, like, just not just be like work related, but also like in your love, romance, or even um like your hobbies as well. Like, where like you want to take your relationship further with quets, or like, you're moving towards the goal together. The fact that the chariot also has to do with balance as well. Um, since, if it wasn't a balanced vehicle, you would topple over. So it does also mean that you want to like work together with your partner to like move forward in a balanced relationship while still like pushing on ahead with determination. For work, like whether it's like VTubing or your general art career and stuff like that, or with other projects you have with like singing. This card is to motivate you and give you discipline, drive, and self-control to succeed. Maybe you're looking to change like your roles or your job, and like this card signals that like all you just need to do is go for it as well. But yeah, I feel like this card is really great for that, with like all the things that you have ahead of you, Feli. It's quite exciting. I won't say much more than that though. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. This is what a wonderful card to receive, knowing with like how much you have like on your plate. You're filled with determination, yes. Hello, Chaz. Welcome, welcome. 7 months. Thank you for subscribing for 7 months. Whoa! No, thank you for letting me do your reading. Alright, let's move to Kinsley Calico. Welcome, welcome. First time viewer. Kinsley. And you would like to have a advice for your current pursuits. Okay. Down advice. So I actually don't know what your current pursuits really are, so it might be a little bit hard for me to do a full reading. But I do know you do a lot of cover songs, and you like do a lot of like your character here arts as well. So I do know a bit about you, just not a lot. At least specifically what your pursuits are. But nonetheless, hope the cards can give you a proper reading. Let's see here. What advice would Kinsley want for their current pursuits? Oh, okay. Reverse Page of Swords. Interesting. Let me write this down. Maybe you're looking for actions to like the action to move forward on certain pursuits of yours. You keep losing on the Tang Tang pools. Yvonne and my last right we were for P3 now. Oh my gosh. I actually got really lucky with my Tang Tang rolls. I actually got her from the freebie singles, and I was just like, oh, I guess I got a new character now. So I've been trying to farm her and stuff. It has been really, really tough. Okay. So a reverse Page of Swords means you might be scatterbrained, a little like lack of planning that's going on. But let's see, what does that mean as like advice? Because it could be like at the moment you are feeling that way, you know? And you need advice for like what you're moving forward with. So a quick read is that when the Page of Sword is reversed, a lot of the negative characteristics come out and it make it become almost dangerous. You are gifted with a sharp and alert mind, but that can also be used for a lot of deception and manipulation. It can create pain, since you are wielding a sword, which is a natural gift of language, but it can be turned into a weapon. On the other hand, this page may be someone of empty words or promise. They might be talking, but they lack substance. Take care to show strength and action behind your words. Alright, so that's just the general reading. It does not mean, just so you know, it does not mean that's the kind of person you are whatsoever. I do apologize if sometimes the cards, of course the cards are personal, but don't feel like you're being attacked by it. So let's see here. You have a lot of energy and curiosity, but you're not getting to be able to direct it towards anything. You might be having a hard time making up your mind about what to actually do. Like maybe you're moving from like one project to another because you get bored or you decide it's not for you. This card can also indicate you have a lot of big ideas, but you haven't been able to follow through. This card does tell you though, as an advice, is to get to work. You have a lot of things that you want to make happen, but you probably just keep over analyzing everything instead of just doing it. So this card honestly is just kind of telling you to be like, what are you waiting for? Just do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, you know? Like literally literally is like telling you that like you're probably having a lot of anxiety or insecurity with your situations. You might be feeling restless. Maybe you're questioning your perceptions and you want to like seek clarity. And you know what? This card is literally just like, bro, just do it. You can do it. Be the change you want to see in this world, you know? So I think for this card, it's a good like suggestion to like communicate properly. Maybe think before you speak or act impulsively. There might be like misunderstandings that might come up from it. However, it's like focus on how you want to clarify like your thoughts or your intentions or what you want to work with. This card encourages you to embrace patience, mindfulness, and like reflect on what really matters and move forward with it. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. It is kind of funny when the cards are just kind of like, what are you doing, you know? Hello, Scarlet, Iviana. I apologize if I did say your name incorrectly, but welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the observatory. Oh my god, I just realized I totally forgot to make a post on my social media pages. Yeah, thank you for letting me do your reading. I hope that was helpful. Feel free to grab. Oh, okay. You're baking a cookie now. I want to know how it's gonna turn up, bro. Okay. Okay, sure. So you just want like a yes/no answer, right? Like, is it gonna be good or is it gonna be bad, right? Is that all you're asking for? Hold on, I'm in the middle of trying to scroll through all my Pocopia streams to find my readings. There we go. It'll be anywhere in between. I'm baking it for family. You want to see if they like it. Oh, okay. I got this. You got a Ace of Cups. Um, I mean, so as a reverse card, it'll say like, will they like it? No. But I don't think I don't. No, I'm so sorry. I don't. I don't. I don't think this is the right. It's kind of weird to ask a tarot card about this, but nonetheless, I don't know how your family is, but I know for like my parents, if they don't like something, oops, sorry. If they don't like something, they'll just tell me that, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, even though I made it for you. But they might just be saying it out of like criticalness, just so like perhaps to like make you do better. But honestly, I think if you've baked before, you're gonna be fine. And if they said they liked your food, I think they'll like your cookies. Maybe this is more about you though. Aww, the backstory. My mom saw me buying a cookie from a cookie chain. She asked me why I don't cook some for her. Okay, honestly, that's a really good background of it, because the Ace of Cups reversed shows that the water is pouring up out and it becomes empty. It's been 10 years since you last baked anything. Wow, okay. It is showing that there was a loss that happened, and it meant that like back then it perhaps never gave you joy that it once had. So I don't know, kind of strange, but maybe like you really enjoyed baking, but then you stopped because of something, or maybe got busy. Cups govern creativity, so maybe there was like a block of some sort, and you were able to make these cookies again because you were inspired, or you know, your mom kind of gave you the push to make cookies again. Do I do tarot readings about which deity who's reaching out to the person? I think it's a spiritual reading. I'm not sure what it's called. I can, but I do readings by the channel points, so feel free to send me a channel point reading when it's available. I do these by order though, so it's it'll take a bit of time when you get there. Oh, hello, Bio Penguin. I enjoyed baking, but never had the time to bake more. I was afraid of what others might think when I told them I bake cakes and cookies in my free time. Aww. You know, I feel like this card actually works really well for you. You, like, specifically, and not the cookies. The cookies was a roundabout way for you to be like, is it okay to keep baking or something? That's how I feel. So yeah, honestly, like I said, cups in tarot cards are about creativity, and you once lost this creative side of you because you had like a fear of how people would have perceived you, and now you're kind of picking back up the pieces on that, you know? In this case, you have to examine who or what is truly the control of the cup. Are you letting someone else overturn it, or are you the one to overturn it, and should you be the one to place it right back up again? That's how the cookie crumbles. So yeah, the Ace of Cups reverse. Oops, I have not been writing this. Okay, let me write this down real quick. Avery. Anya Avery. Cookies? That'll be my theme. That'll be your theme for the reading. It'll be a Ace of Cups reversed. All right. The reverse Ace of Cups advises caution expressing or acting upon your emotions. Take a step back and reflect on making any impulsive decisions. Might be having some intense feelings you might be experiencing. Focus on healing that emotional wound, nurturing yourself before taking a significant step forward. Remember to approach situations with a clear mind. There may be times of emotional turmoil or unfulfillment, suggesting that timing may not be right for any positive outcome. You need to reassess your emotions and relationships before moving forward with any decisions. Okay, so how I'm perceiving this is your cookies are gonna be just fine, you know. I feel like this card is telling you that like you need to let go of whatever like creative block you had about baking and like, you know, being creative on like the more like baking side of things with cakes and cookies, and like be able to flip the cup back up and have the water in, having your creativity in the water without worries of how other perceive you. You know, you're the person holding the cup, not the people around you who are like telling you like, oh, like it's weird that you enjoy baking or something. I have a friend who had like a similar situation as you too, and he's been like really enjoying baking as of late. His father got him a like a nice mixer for Christmas, and he's been baking a lot of cookies, and I was like, oh my god, I want cookies so bad. But yeah, thank you for letting me do your reading. Please take some pictures once you're done baking the cookies. I'm sure they'll come out great. Okay, can I know which deity reached out to me? So you did say that you had a dream about Apollo. Do you not think Apollo was the one reaching out to you, or am I kind of missing some more information about that? Okay. So I do just do single card readings, so it might be a little so it's a little like off. I want to make sure because sometimes dreams are always inaccurate. Okay. I do want to say that having like in your dream, you know, having like Apollo show up is kind of like a call, you know? So maybe you are receiving a call from a deity. If specifically it is about the Hellenistic um gods. Let me bring up something real quick. Okay, just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'm not gonna be like fully I'm not like fully in tuned with those situations, but I can like give an idea. And again, I did want to understand that this was, these are guides. I don't know a full thing about it, but perhaps like what the card you receive is, will be like an idea of which deity is asking or reaching out to you. Okay, so I did want to just preface all of that. Here we go. We got a Four of Cups. Let me write this down real quick. So hold on just a moment. So, knowing that the Cups again is a creative, like symbol to have, so it's probably a very creative deity coming out to see you. Let's see, the association for this is a deity who represents deep wisdom, maybe a trickster type. So perhaps Hermes may be coming to see you. So let me do a general reading of the card first, and then we can follow up from there. Hi Phalanx, welcome. So receiving the Four of Cups means feeling disconnected, melancholy, discontent, or boredom, which honestly kind of works quite well with Hermes because it's the opposite of like how he acts sometimes with his pacing of things. So obviously I'm not going to ask you much about it, but maybe there's something in your life that you're feeling discouraged or unmotivated and it feels like there's no solution or way forward. Life might be feeling stagnant. You might be feeling apathetic, regardless of what happens. The Four of Cups commands a self-evaluation of your attitudes so you can pull yourself out of this rut. The solution is likely right in front of you. The hand offering you is a way out, but you release yourself out of your mental stubbornness first to deploy this new approach. So, the Four of Cups, often represents like you're having a disconnection or you feel like you missed opportunities. Oh, hello, hi Spirit Juice, welcome. As a gentle reminder, like maybe you need to lift your head, look around, accept like new and positive emotions that are offered to you. You should stop focusing on what is lacking and appreciate what is being offered out to you. Yeah, sorry, I'm like trying to think like how I would perceive it perhaps from like your dream, if that's, I don't know. I am really just going off of like only the information you have told me. But if, you know, it's quite the opposite of Hermes, where like for Hermes, there's like peace and balance. And like you need to take time to like self-reflect upon yourself. Since Hermes is always moving, maybe it's also kind of telling you to like slow down a bit, look around. Or maybe you can just look more into that yourself too. It also kind of works with Hermes as well because of healing. Sorry, I'm like just thinking about like the deity behind like elements as well. But yeah, sorry if I'm like kind of a little unsure about this. It is technically my first time doing a like specific deity reading for a card. But I feel like that is kind of I guess leaning towards that. So I do hope that was helpful, if you're still around. Alright. Thank you for letting me read for you, Scarlet Vianya. Okay, I'm still available for readings if anyone is interested. Oh, you were here the whole time. Sorry. I just get like a little worried if I'm just like kind of rambling on a bit and I'm just like, oh, someone probably already left. Alright. So yeah. Perhaps Apollo was coming to say hi. Does get to tell you to perhaps take things a bit slower if you've been kind of rushing on some parts of it. Alright. Virgil, welcome. You got a job. Congratulations. Job. You gotta like you gotta censor job next time. I'm kidding. Virgil. So you got a job, things are looking normalish. What should I do to keep up the spirits? Okay. The thing is, I'm Catholic and my family is heavily religious, so I don't know how would they feel. I mean, yeah, like it's a little hard to understand when you're when like a family member or like your group that you're like close to are like very strict and traditional in certain ways, that it makes it hard to like look into or reach out to see other religions around you. But I don't think there's any issue with like looking towards other religions or other spiritual beliefs that like that you you can reconnect or like connect better with like your faith. Um, I can say comfortably, I don't think God, if that is someone you believe in, I don't think God cares too highly, like wherever you go, as long as you're being a good person. And I think that's like a lot of people need to understand that, like, no matter like what religion you're a part of, they're all kind of giving the same or similar like belief system of like what you want to move forward to be as like a person in society or like for those around you. Alright, I couldn't word that better in the moment, but basically it hasn't started yet and my energy will probably be all over the place and it's a big change in your lifestyle. That does make a lot of sense. It is tough because it's definitely going to be like a change of like pace. There's going to be a variety of like, you know, like you might be like physically super tired because you're not used to it, or you're just like, oh, like I can't like watch all my favorite videos or tubers, you know, stuff like that. It's totally understandable. But yeah, let's see. Okay, Nine of Wands. We have seen this card a lot. I feel like we've seen this card for you before, but let's see. Yeah, sad to not keep up with people as much anymore. You read me like a book. No worries. Okay. No, it's totally fine. I think a lot of people get that feeling a lot. Especially when it comes to like getting a job or like a change of environment, things like that. So I'm sure, like, well, positively, I know you're not alone on these feelings whatsoever. Let me get this down. 9 job, but like spiritually. 9 of Wands. Okay. The 9 of Wands is, well, it is persistence, grit, resilience, fatigue. So it seems like it is a lot of things you're feeling, or you are going to be feeling. But the card is telling you to like hold on to that. Persevere. Oh my god. Okay. The Nine of Wands symbolizes one's life who has undergone too many trials, but through their determination and will, they're able to overcome them. There may be one major trial or challenge that you're supposed to face to reach the goal. This card is a sign of hope and encouragement that you'll face your trials with courage, that you may attain success. Resilience is something I've come to love about the people I watch. Aw. Well, you too can be a person of resilience and hard work as well. So yeah, at this time, it might be really hard for you to get used to, like, the changes. But there's also hope and courage and belief that this outlook is about to change. This card encourages one to take that risky move because they may be surprised. I would consider this kind of like the things you want require a lot of work, self-improvement, and sacrifice, but in the end, like, it does suck when you kind of like lose like that connection. You're like, oh, like, what if I can't hang out or like talk to my friends as often? In my opinion, how I see it is just like, hey, if they're your friends, they'll still like hang out with you. They'll like, they'll be like happy to hear from you all the time. Like, just because you guys aren't able to like connect 24/7 doesn't mean, or maybe even like once a week, doesn't mean that you guys can't just end up making like a hangout time for like once a month, something like that. Once, twice a month. You might be feeling like your workload has been particularly heavy, like once you start your job, you might be like, oh, it's very overwhelming. But as humans are, we're quite resilient creatures. And you'll get to like work with that flow. It'll lighten up. It'll like feel like it'll like feel like you're able to pace yourself better. I don't think I ever learned how to push myself through the low passion times. I see. Let's see. It is hard, because the cards do just say like you gotta persevere. So like perhaps in a way, maybe like engaging in like self-care practices, reflecting on like your experiences, remembering like the fun you had, and being able to be like, hey, I can get back to that eventually. Like once I am able to pull through with what's like in front of me, I'm able to do what I want, like including with my job. Like maybe if it's like coming too hard to like deal with like the job on top of trying to keep up with like social stuff, you can reach out to like a trusted friend to like tell them how you feel, maybe have them help you navigate through those difficulties. And with this, you can also build like more like inner strength and determination if it like comes out again for certain things like that. Sorry, stretching real quick. So yeah, let's see, how I see it is like, so for me, I'm quite a oops, like I kind of understand when like things get really busy, like I can't hang out with my friend group that I actually consider like the only time I get to like relax and stuff is when I travel out to visit my friends, and we have like board games days. It's tough, but like how I recognize it is like if there are people who actually like care about you, they'll like do their best to understand your situation and also make time for you so that you guys can spend that time together. So like, for me, work gets really busy around like the middle of the year. I mean, I feel like that's for everyone. Well, some works are like super busy at the end of the year because of quarterlies and stuff like that. Okay, besides the point. Basically, what I'm saying is that if you're getting like worried about not being able to keep up with people, you can reach out to like a friend that you trust and be able to like let them know that's how you feel. I think that's a very big first step on like understanding how you want to like let these people know that you actually like care about them in that sort of way too, you know? Like, oh, I don't want to like lose what we had when we used to like when I when I didn't have a job or whatever, like something like that. But if those people actually like cared about you, they would understand that like this is a huge step for you and they should be um open and understanding that like, hey, even though we can't hang out that much, that's great, you know. You're getting we live in a capitalist society where like you gotta have a job to survive. So like if they can't understand that, I don't think they're good friends. But like I think that's a huge thing is like being able to connect with someone, being like, hey, I'm starting something new. I'm really scared. Maybe you can even just be like, is it okay if like we can like hang out over like after my first week? So like I feel like there's some normalcy, you know, back into my life. Time to skip to the only place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space. But yeah, so like but like yeah, so it's like it's a very hard time to like move forward when it's something very new to you. So like there's nothing wrong to like reach out to someone that you like trust and care about and like move forward, be like, hey, can we work this out together? Like it sounds weird because you're like, well, I'm not like in a romantic relationship with someone to be doing something like that, but it's someone you care enough about, and I'm sure and hope that they do care like for you too in that aspect, you know, that like they're willing to like work along with that too, and hope they can understand that like, hey, like, oh, Virgil really cares about me for that way. I want to work alongside them too as like a friend, you know. That's how I perceive it, at least. And this is actually coming from like personal like thoughts. I think the major thing to be careful of is like the over reliancy of someone or like something. So like I think that's like a whole nother step that would have to be worked on, but I don't know where to go from there. But yes, I hope that was helpful. I totally understand like uh I had moments where like my friend group's dynamic changed, like shifted a bit, and then this whole time I've just been like, we're never gonna be hanging out the same way anymore. They got a girlfriend. And then my friends were just like, dude, I think it's gonna be fine. I can't be the auntie anymore. Okay. Sorry, Chess, let me do your reading too now. No, I don't have a graph. I don't. No, I'm Oh. All right, okay. Let me do your reading, Chess. But yeah, thank you, Virgil, for letting me do my do a reading for you. I hope you I hope that helped out. If it is unhelpful, I do apologize. I'd be happy to like do another reading or even talk about it more if possible, but obviously you know, I think it's really good to work within your within your own space and within your own comfort level, you know. I do understand also even reaching out to someone for something like this, especially in like some spaces for people they don't feel comfortable about it at all. But like I think it's very, very important to realize that like having an emotional this sounds weird. Emotional care is like very important no matter what you do. Okay. Also a lot of personal mindset things for your perspective. Yeah, of course. All right, Chess. If you're traveling on the weekend, you want to see how if it will go well. I am so scared when people are now like, will my cookie be good? And I got the answer no, and I'm like, okay, I'm sure your cookies would be great, but I got so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so mean. All right, traveling. Will your cookies be good? Or not your cookies. Will your traveling be great? You got another no card. I was like, oh god, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's not just about the cookie. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I was doing Anya's reading, I was like, I think this is more about you than the cookies. You're going anyways. Okay. Excuse me. Emperor reverse. Okay, why would you ask me if you're gonna make a choice anyways? There might be some recklessness. Maybe stubborn. I guess even if the trip wasn't gonna go well, you're gonna be stubborn about it. Honestly. What should you look out for? Okay, maybe when the Emperor is reversed, maybe there are like there's systems that you have placed when you're traveling that might be not longer working. There might be a hard time or like a lack of self-control or hard time to handle situations. Okay, I feel like every time I do your readings, Chess, I get like a little bit nervous because I'm always just like, am I even doing this right? Because I feel like very often you're just like, yeah, this card has nothing to do with me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with the cards, so... But... yeah, there might be like situations that are just out of your hands that you can't like change. No, you've never said that. I just get major feelings from it personally. I get major feelings from it personally. That's all. Like it's my personal take and not yours. So I get a little nervous if it comes off like wrong. But yeah, I know this is like a me thing, but anyways, perhaps like you should be careful about giving out or giving up too much personal power or like too much personal like information wherever you may be going. Things might feel too rigid, and maybe the card is asking you to be a little bit more lightened up on that. Perhaps maybe even like financially things are out of your control, so like your financial situation while traveling might be like a bit more expensive than you expected, you know. Just remember to recognize that there are some things you could take out or like cut out that it's like not necessary, and please eat if you're going out to eat to travel. I feel like this could be like misinterpreted. It's like, all right, 1 meal per day, baby, and I'm like, please don't. maybe within like your feelings, maybe you're like questioning your decisions or feeling like uncertain of like what you really want. Like maybe within traveling, you might be stuck between like, oh, I want to go here, but I won't have time for this place, etc., etc. Um, this card does encourage you to look within yourself to regain clarity and confidence of like what you want to move forward to. Like, what do you really want to get out from this trip, you know? I feel like this card is telling you um there there's a lot of like structures that might go against you, like maybe how you plan your trips might go off, like not the way you've planned it to be. And this card is asking you to embrace flexibility on it, like kind of go with the flow. You gotta like recognize that like sometimes your routine has to break before you like have to amend it again. Engage with others openly, allow their input to shape your decisions, foster an environment where your creativity can thrive without constraints. All right, did I write that down? Embrace flexibility. I think that is a very good advice to receive, especially when it comes to traveling. Whether you're going far or somewhere small, I think it's always important, you know, not everything will go as planned all the time. Alright, let me hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate chest. I hope that was a good reading, and if not, that's okay too. Alright, Falsmeyer, a general reading for you. Let's see what we get here. Whoosh. Alright, surprisingly not a Pentacles card. Since before we've always gotten Pentacle cards, which I would like to think that means that whatever you had to do financially has like cleared out now, right? Perhaps? Alright, I'm still writing down stuff. So the Six of Tarot cards means there's a transition happening. Change. Maybe you're releasing baggage that you've held. You're like moving away from like turbulent times, and it's a bit more peaceful now. You're embarking a new journey ahead of you. Okay. Hold on just a moment. My Twitch is dead. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, why did my Twitch disappear? Wonder what's going on with Twitch. Yeah, I was really confused. Am I still live on YouTube at least? Like my Dedge. I'm Omega Dedge. Okay, that's weird. My YouTube is still live. Okay. That's kind of funky. I was like, dude, my Discord is dead. Good time to be dual streaming. Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of funny. Because even my Discord is dead. What happened? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be back real quick just to make sure. Okay. Let me see. It might be sounds weird. I think maybe AWS is having an outage right now, which is why it's certain things are not working. Okay, but anyways, Six of Swords means that there is a transition in your life from a turbulent time, and now that the changes are happening, there's going to be a release of baggage here. Yeah, it kind of sucks now that the Twitch is dead. It kind of makes it harder to do any readings from there, so what is one to do? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of unfortunate. It does seem like a lot of other sites do just end up working with the same, like, companies, I guess, and then some things are not working. Okay, so, like, example, so sorry, Falsemire, for, like, just going back and forth and not actually giving you a pure, correct reading. I mean, I think this reading is perfect for you. It's just that I'm like a little like confused why internet kind of just like popped off terribly. But yeah, so like huge like examples of these things might be like maybe you're leaving a stressful job, um, maybe I like you know you're leaving, moving out of your house, moving to a new city. Um, I was right about the AWS outage. A lot of services are now are disrupted. Okay, well that's probably why Amazon is dead. So, or not Amazon, Twitch is dead because they're running under Amazon. All right. Okay. Good old YouTube. Nothing beats YouTube until YouTube dies. But at that point we're not there yet. So maybe you're going through recovery or healing with like a period of mental or emotional distress, and now you're kind of moving away from that with a clearer, calmer state of mind. Maybe like with traveling, you're like about to take a vacation or relocate somewhere, or you have to accept there's like a difficult thing that you went through, you need to move forward with that. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. I'm like a little bit nervous because I'm just like, okay, so Twitch is dead. I can't do my readings anymore. I guess I could like just do them from YouTube, and I apologize for the ones who did spend their channel points, but I'd be happy to continue them from here. I will also say that YouTube is slightly slower due to just I don't know what it's called, but it's like just a bit slower when it comes to like chat, from chat to me to you guys back. I don't know what that's called. But yeah, okay. I guess I could like continue some readings on here. I'll probably do like 2 more. So what is the best way to experience your own magic? I honestly, I don't think that needs to be read through a card. But if you did want a card reading for that. So first off, personally, experience your own magic, I would say you need to have like latency. Yes, thank you. See how slow that was for me to receive that message and finally reply to it? Oh dear, okay. So personally speaking, I feel like to have like experience or like a feeling of the interest of magic is how you can experience your own in the first place. If you're looking for something more like, well, I just want the card to tell me what, well, here is the card of how to experience your own magic. Okay, well, good old Hierophant. That is crazy. The Hierophant is a spiritual card, a major spiritual card. Not as much as the Magician, but still in its own way. It's a revealer of sacred things and also symbolizes tradition, conformity, and spiritual authority. Oh, is it back? I think Twitch. I think Twitch is back. We back? We so back. Okay. We are so back. Alright, I did want to mention for the YouTube crew who are coming in from YouTube, I do the readings um, on Twitch for the community. YouTube mostly is for VODs, but I am happy to happy to do them if when possible with the time. And it's also okay if you don't have a Twitch to like just follow along. But yeah, for that, for Eternus, who did ask about their own magic, it is suggesting, the Hierophant card suggests like maybe seeing someone as a mentor to guide you. Welcome back, thank you, yeah, crazy. Everything was still running on YouTube, but like Twitch just exploded. But yeah, everything should be back. I see the Discord is back as well. Maybe to like receive your own magic or like a spiritual understanding is through like education or like faith and beliefs, traditions, things like that. The card advises to like follow rules, looking for traditional mentors or structures to provide you stability, maybe even honoring those traditions as well. Yeah, maybe that's what the card is asking you, Eternus, if or the best way for you to experience your own magic is that way. Alright. Hope that was helpful. I am nervous knowing there was an outage. What was the card you got? Stream cut off right when you got it. Oh, okay. It was the Six of Swords. I did talk about it on YouTube a bit. But, so the VOD is there. However, I'll just say it again. It is about transitioning. There's changes from like from a huge rift to a calmer situation. There is a release of baggage. So, like, you know, you might be leaving behind like a lot of things, letting go of what no longer serves you. Maybe you're embarking on a journey. Maybe you're moving to a new city, a new house, like a new place whatsoever. You're moving past a period of a mental, emotional stress. You're kind of also accepting difficult lessons and to move forward, things like that. I think it worked really well for you. Yeah. Your own sort of ritual, my own sort of path. I feel like the Hierophant card is suggesting that maybe you should find someone with similar traditions or interests in the magics as you are, and you can reach out to them about it. I would not consider the card that I got for you to be one to be like pave your own path by yourself. It's kind of more like work with what you know with someone who you can trust is what I believe the Hierophant card is telling you. But yeah, Falsemire, this was your card, Six of Swords. And this was Eternus' card, the Hierophant. Okay, I just realized it probably considers this a second stream. So you guys are probably able to do a second reading, and I would highly recommend not to ask for a second one. If possible. Alright, I can do one more reading, and then I'm gonna probably call it good. I'm actually so curious. Doing another check-in, alright? Okay. Might as well, you know. It's considered another stream. 2 streaks and wine. Woo-woo! Okay. Alright. Check-in fraud. Alright, stop doing the check-in. There's a mistake in the system. There's been a mistake. It stops at 99. I guess once you have 99, you don't need to check in anymore. Dude, this is so funny if you imagine this as in like a like, you know, you go into a museum, the power goes off and you're like, "Oh my god, buy one get one free." You know, you go to a museum 10 times, the 10th time is free and you're already still in there, you know? Something like that. Alright. You didn't do it last time, you're right. Alright. Does this also count as like the streak as well? I'm so curious. Does this count as part of the streak? So do you guys have the ones who are visiting again? Is it now 2 out of 3 if you're like new to it? Like if the streak broke and you had to go back to do your streak again. You don't think so? Boo. Okay, so it's probably like day by day. You're still at 14. God. Alright, I think I'll call it good here. Doesn't seem like... Whoa, 20 stream streak. Whoop whoop. Congratulations, Bio Penguin. Yeah, no problem, Eternus. Thank you for getting a reading. Am I streaming later today? I don't think I put a stream out for later today, did I? Even I don't remember my schedule. Nope, I don't think I will be streaming later today. Not that I know of. Yeah, I don't think I will. I took like half days off at work. It could be surprise streams. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling. Wait. Actually, no, I actually will not be streaming. I've been taking half days from my work due to Pocopia last week, and my boss is mad at me, so I'm not gonna be... I am not gonna be streaming my Gorilla Pocopios. I might if I finish work early, I might do it. Okay, I do apologize. It might happen if I do stream like randomly within 3 hours from now. You won't tell? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. That's nice. Thanks for not telling my boss. I know, just so you guys know, I think my boss already knows because they watch my streams. So if they're listening in on it right now, I think they know. Alright, so I did want to see what these 3 cards were that we got, even though it would mean nothing. I'm just so curious. Like, what did we pass out? Stop. What if he watches the VOD? Stop. Okay, I'm turning off draw a card. Alright, let's see what we got here. Reverse, 7 of Cups. Upright, 9 of Pentacles. Oh, and a reverse Magician. Interesting. We had Magician. We actually had a reverse Magician at the beginning of this month. Where's mine? So that's really cool. Honestly, ignoring the other cards, even though you shouldn't, I would consider this that, like, because it is a major arcana and it still showed up for us still, that we're still implementing changes in our lives, and we're still, like, trying to find out our true potential and the willpower, like how much willpower we have to get through this month. It feels like a lot of people are kind of going through that, so I think that works out quite well for folks here. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. If I do stream, I do apologize that I will not be making a schedule update on Discord. Oh, hi Tom. I am ending my stream now. Sorry. But yeah, if I do stream, it'd be for sure 3 hours from now. But I feel like I won't be, because it's the beginning of the week and my boss is probably begging me not to be playing Pocopia. They're like, please don't. You gotta work. I was late. I was behind schedule on some work, and it's coming in later. Like, the job stuff, they're like, some of the products are arriving later because of my lateness due to Pocopia, and my boss was just like, okay, I saw you were streaming Pocopia. Don't do that again. Try not to do that again. I'm like, sorry. Yeah, another stream is okay. Let's see. It's another stream in the cards. Yes, they said yes. I'm not trusting this card. How come I get the yes and everyone else gets the no when they're asking a straight up question? Ooh. Okay, for sure tomorrow I'll be drawing Flandre for March. I'm trying to keep consistency. I already missed doing Ogre Recap. I will try to keep up with Ogre in my own time. Like if I feel like drawing her. I felt like in February I was just like way too busy. I think Ogre for April, because I want to do like something cherry blossom themed, would work really well. You missed it, Spirit Juice. You missed it. I literally left it open for like 20 minutes. Shake my head. It's okay. I'll do a reading for you later. The will of the cards, yeah, they're like, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be streaming anyways, you know? Yes, you will be streaming. Too bad, you know? You're in the bathroom for 20 minutes. Dang. No worries. Alright. No stream today, I swear. I swear. Believe me. Believe me, do not trust the cards. Stop! Alright. Let's do. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Totally not later today, I swear. Otsu, bye bye.